Welcome to College Football 25 Online Dynasty League that I'm hosting for PlayStation 5 users. Today we got a user matchup as I am currently ranked 1 in the nation, undefeated, 9-0, going up against number 4 Michigan, who's 9-1 of the season. So we started off last season winning the national championship. We did get one loss so far. We've been doing good throughout this season and season number 2. And I'm expecting a rough match in today's matchup against Michigan as we are facing a user. So if you guys are interested in joining this specific league, I will have a link down below in the description to the Discord server. I will also be showcasing an update of Madden 25 Fantasy Draft League. We are currently in Season 1 and updating you guys on that in today's video at the end of today's matchup. I will have a link to that Discord server as well if you guys are interested in joining that franchise league down below in the description. Anyways, kicking off today's match, my opponent gets ball first, and we started decently on defense as we should have got a pick right there, but we don't get it. He goes for it on 4th down, and we end up getting a sack. We get our first possession of the game, and check this out. He gives me the hit stick. I got bailed out. I get the fumble recovery. Continuing on with the drive, because he has home field, my buttons was messing up and I was missing some button icons, so I ended up throwing an interception, pushing the wrong button, giving the ball right back to him. He ends up fumbling right here, which was shocking as he starts out his next possession. Once again, he goes for 4th down, and check out the cheese he gets right here. Throws a crossbody pass downfield accurately, gets it. Continue on during the drive. We dropped a pick right there as he closes in on the red zone. Ball doesn't lie. He throws a blind read. We get an interception. So we get the ball right back. Can we capitalize finally? No. We are still throwing blind reads. We give the ball right back to him because I pushed the wrong freaking button. Because he has home field advantage, I can't really audible. But he ends up getting downfield. Defense locked him up again, and we hold him to just a field goal. So, can we finally capitalize as we kick off the second quarter? I saw press defense, nobody over top. You know who I'm going to already. The speedster Cheese Harbor, as my opponent gets the ball for his next possession. And once again, he cannot convert on 4th down, 4th and 4. Those are short. We stop him. He is struggling on 4th downs, and that's what's killing him because we're getting great field position. As right here, we had an open receiver, but for some reason, my guy could not turn around on the playmaker play. And then I'm taking off with my quarterback. He is breaking the sack, and I'm able to get bailed out by EA and take a 2-possession lead over my opponent. Then he throws some blind reads. Once again, we drop a pick. With that being said, he puts in his backup quarterback or so, and he throws another blind read, tip drill, interception. It's not about the player who he has. It's all on user skills, and he was throwing some bad users right there. So we end up scoring off of that, taking a 3-possession lead. Can he finally overcome? No. With his backup quarterback, he's still throwing blind reads as a user fault. So he throws another interception. Right here, we get bailed out. We break out a sack, and we're taking off with our quarterback, who has dominated last season as well, and he continues to do so this season. But we go 4 and out. We get the ball right back just to get the ball right back as we cause a forced fumble on his quarterback scramble. Can we capitalize off our 4 and out mistake? Yes, we do. We throw a dot, and pretty much at this point, we're blowing him out. His backup quarterback is cold. I don't know why he subbed out his best quarterback, and yet he throws another interception. And at that point, he decided to quit, which breaks the rule. You have to play the full game. The rule is if you quit and not play the full game, you automatically get the boot. And that's the only gameplay rule that I have for the leagues. Other than that, you can play however you want. I mean, there's nothing too crazy. You just got to play your games out. And as well with the CPU, you can't play the game more than twice unless you have a verification. If you had like a disconnection or something and I verify it, then you guys can replay the game, because a lot of people can't take a loss. You're unable to play the game multiple times to try to get a win, and that's my only gameplay rules, man. You know, play the CPU once and play out your user matches fully. That's about it. Why is it so hard to do that? I mean, guys, this dude lasted throughout the first season and all the way up to week number 12 for this match in the second season, and he ends up quitting just because he couldn't sub back in manually his first string quarterback. When I told him, why didn't he just ask in the Discord? Because I'll let him do his adjustments and pause the game. I mean, all he had to ask was, oh, can you pause the game? Because I can't pause the game more than twice to make a substitution. Or you could have manually subbed him in during the formations, during the play call screen, which I guess he didn't realize. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can't handle loss. A lot of user mistakes happened in that game. And it's very unfortunate because this dude seemed dedicated, but you always find out the weak ones when they can't handle losses and things of that sort. So I get the dub. I continue on my undefeated streak as we start in Madden 25. I thought this was a pretty interesting three-man gang tackle. First time I've seen it. As we end up beating the Falcons in week number 4, and then we take on Chiefs in week number 5. And man, this was a high-scoring game because Chiefs was hard as hell. I had a dev trait upgrade goal to complete in that matchup, and that was to get Michael Penix Jr., I believe, 350 passing yards and less than 1 interception or something like that. So you guys see the boost I got from that game. I made sure I completed that goal because I've been trying to complete certain goals for dev traits to be upgraded for certain players. I got a bunch of young players from the fantasy draft, and of course I wanted to get my quarterback dev trait up, so that's why I ended up doing in that match as I destroyed Kansas City, even though it was a struggle as hell because Kansas City Chiefs defense was absolutely difficult. They had Micah Parsons, and man, he was getting to your boy a lot that match. But we're currently in Season 1, week number 5, and this was week number 5's matchup. So I'm currently 5-0, undefeated. We got a few members in this league. So the guy that was the Michigan user, he also joined this league as the Ravens, and he got booted. So his team is undefeated. So as you guys see right here, I get Michael Penix Jr. up to a star dev trait. Now what's crazy is that I'm getting all this XP right, but get a double or nothing goal right here. So the next match, I got to complete at least 3 or more touchdowns and have 0 interceptions for a dev trait upgrade. That's going to be difficult as hell, so I'm going to showcase that match in the next video. But if you guys are interested in joining either the College Football 25 or Madden 25 League, please do so. Come through, come show us your skills. I know it's late in the seasons and things of that sort, but you can always modify, build, and compete because, you know, these leagues are lasting until you can't go anymore before we restart. So I'm making these leagues last long as hell. So we got a few dedicated members so far. The leagues have been running smooth. I am trying to get more players in, but, you know, it comes down to people not wanting to join late or do the build or can't take a loss, and you know leagues never last when you have people like that. But you know I'm keeping them up regardless of what happens. But we do have some dedicated users in the league and some comp players still in the leagues, both leagues, to compete in. So come through, show us your skills, come have fun and enjoy the grind. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. And you know what? It only goes up from here. Thank you guys for all the support, and I'm out. Peace.